What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back here with another MacDonald joint. This time we're checking out his song called Balloons. Okay, now from this just very scene right here, dude. I'm not sure if it's green screen or if he actually in some type of rocky place filming this. It's probably down here in the description somewhere. But his production level, him and Nova, they taking it to sky heights every time, man. They just say to each other, how can I top the last one? Anyways, getting ahead of ourselves. Let's see what this song's about. Go ahead, shut up and turn it up.
I miss the days when no one even knew my name. Now everywhere I go, I wear a hat to hide my face. I got weapons hidden inside every room in my place. Now I have to keep a pistol on me always just in case.
Yeah. As you start rising to stardom and as you start getting like super famous and everything, not everybody out there is your fan. You know, you got people out there that's just wanting to take your life just because you're famous. That's crazy. That's crazy. And sometimes people wouldn't even be anonymous with it. Sometimes they want that fame. That is pretty scary. I can see that.
Inside every room in my place. Now I have to keep a pistol on me always just in case. This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame to be something I would wrestle with and fight to embrace. Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain.
That's interesting, right? He says the fame that he got to fight it. Run that back. Hold on.
Never expected the fame to be something I would wrestle with and fight to embrace.
To embrace, right? You done put out your craft, and then the craft has, stardom, stuff that you love to do. And now you have, dang, that's crazy. Fight to embrace it, right? It just goes to show you, fame ain't exactly what everybody think that it is. There's definitely a cost. And I think one of the biggest costs when it comes to fame and when you get popular and everything is that for the most part, your privacy is gone. Like there's always a radar or a target on you. That's tough. It's a tough way of living.
Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain. I'm working 20-hour days, can't even lie to y'all, I'm burnt out. Asleep on my weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out. Should be happy I'm successful, I just went and bought my first house. Thought money would help cure my depression, but it's worse, how?
That weight bench bar, that was pretty fire. Also, the emotion coming out in his voice, love to see that, love to hear that. But yeah, fame is something that you got to keep working to keep. And then that just goes to show you, a lot of people says, money can't buy, I say money can't buy you happiness. And when I say happiness, I mean like true inner peace. I'm not talking about monetary stuff, right? Yeah, you'll be happy. You pay all your debt. That'd probably be a good thing. That's some worthwhile happiness right there, getting out of debt. But as soon as you start using your money to get your happiness through like material things and everything, that stuff withers away, man. You might feel happy about that Bentley and that yacht that you bought, but then like 2 years down the road, you realize it didn't really do anything. That's what I mean when I say money can't buy happiness. But let MacDonald say it. Let him tell it.
Well, I just went and bought my first house. Thought money would help cure my depression, but it's worse, how? I'm tired of it. Lucky I don't have a manager because I'll be firing them. Tired of talking to other artists who just want to tell me I'm inspiring them. Parents keep telling me they have a kid and they're thankful the child is admiring me. Great. Want to know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring.
Interesting. This kind of reminds me of King Iso got a song where he was talking about him being a role model and everything, how he's so, inspiring to other people and all these things. He talked about mental health and everything, but then he turns around and says, okay, well, what about me? I'm going through these things as well. Who am I going to talk to? Okay.
And they're thankful the child is admiring me. Great. Want to know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring. I'm in the clouds. I can't reach the ground.
Balloons.
They're coming in crowds. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
You know, interesting thing about that hook as well is, you know, with the balloon, right? As you start, you know, especially if you got like a really, really good gift and you start, you know, releasing it out into the world, sometimes you don't have any control over how high it takes you. You know, popular stuff spreads like wildfire on the internet, right? Kind of similar to a balloon. You put helium or air in it, you let it go. Who knows how high it's going to go? It's going to keep going and going and going until eventually something strikes it or it crashes or it reaches its peak, right? And then, I mean, every now and then, you know, that's a good analogy, right? Because air, helium, even that loses its air and it starts to come right back down to the ground and everything. But people, you know, big head and everything, they the ones who got into the top, and now they looking at them like, hey man, you a little bit too high, man. We don't like you up there, and just start throwing stones to bring you back down. Interesting analogy. Okay.
Gone, they don't want to see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me. I miss the times when I could go outside. I didn't have to watch my back out of the corner of my eye. I didn't have to fake a smile and pose for pictures all the time. Can't even lie, I miss when time was really mine. Now I just belong to everybody else but me. These panic attacks are making it awful hard to breathe. Built a vocal booth inside the crib and stopped making beats. Don't even rap, I stand inside of it and scream. Like, this is not what I expected. I work my hands to the bone, and my anxiety is triggered by the apps on my phone. I tried deleting them so the internet would leave me alone, but the lack of attention made me feel worse than before. I'm sick of it all. The internet watching me trip when I fall. Embarrassed that everyone witnesses all. My illness isn't real time. Man, I'm addicted to y'all. Rappers on Twitter don't get me involved. I'm posing for photos with fans in the mall and dying inside pretending I'm strong. I'm not a celebrity. I am just Tom.
We see, man, I like this. It's right. This is Tom, you know, being vulnerable, right? Letting us know the demons, you know, I mean, he's been vulnerable before in the past in his other songs, but you know, it's more on a, you know, broader perspective, you know, that these guys are human, just like me and you, right? He's found something that he's good at. He's exploited, but you're not exploited, but he's found something he's good at, and he's mastered his craft, right? He's good at delivering, you know, whatever he's talking about, whether it be controversial. But at the end of the day, man, once he's away from the mic, he's living a life just like we are, right? And it's unfortunate that some people just want to make your life like absolute miserable. But again, it's good that we hearing this stuff, right? You make these songs for a reason, for us to hear, for us to listen, for us to try to get a glimpse into the things that Tom MacDonald goes through. And it's no surprise, right, when, you know, artists like just break down under so much pressure, like they're holding so much stuff, not trying to let people down, trying to just put on a smile on the face so everything's good, because he knows you want to, you know, you're a fan and everything. But there at the beginning, when he was like, I'm tired, people saying I'm your aspiring artist, you know, sometimes it just gets to be too much. And that's just the truth, right? It's not that Tom MacDonald isn't humble, which I think he's a humble guy. It's not that he isn't humble. It's just, it's overwhelming. Yes, that's what I'm getting.
But fans in the mall and dying inside pretending I'm strong. I'm not a celebrity. I am just Tom. I'm in the clouds. I can't reach the ground. They're coming in crowds. Fill me like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left. I miss the years when every Friday wasn't spent with my therapist. Then I realized I hated fame and accepted I'm scared of it. I got Ativan, Cipralex, Xanax, and Seroquel in a Tupperware container. I don't touch, I just stare at them. Breathing exercise is supposed to help me to cope, but nothing works quite as good as a bottle of Jack and a smoke. I try to focus on my breath, but it gets stuck in my throat. This never happened back when I was young and happy and broke. I never thought I'd be.
This didn't happen when I was young, happy, and broke. You guys, who sings that song? That good, no, not the Good Times, but you go to that TV show, Good Times. You know, Good Times, right? And then Anthony Hamilton? He called it Ghetto Love or something like that, where they just go back and they talk about these are messages and stuff that they talking about, right? These are if you more or less like cautionary kind of tales, you know, like this type of stuff where like this stuff happens. And, you know, I think it's hard for artists to come out and just be real with us for a second, you know, put aside all the super club bangers and everything, put aside all the controversial stuff. And let me just talk to you about how I'm feeling right now. Can you connect with me on a human level and understand that I'm human just like you are with the same emotions, right? Can you do that for me, right? That line where he says the exercise sometimes don't work and sometimes he has to just get like, it's not as good as that instant relief, right? That's why it's so addicting, because it's instant versus, you know, practicing exercise and everything. You already got to build that into a habit. But then, you know, you got the bro, boy, this is heavy. Okay.
It's quite as good as a bottle of Jack and a smoke. I try to focus on my breath, but it gets stuck in my throat. This never happened back when I was young and happy and broke. I never thought I'd be the rapper all these rappers trying to be. Posting 20 times a day, now I don't have no privacy. Meeting with these major labels, CEOs with giant teams. If y'all want to do business, why are y'all trying to lie to me? I'm bored of the fame. Every time it feels fresh again, I'm getting more of the same. Interviewers think they know who I am. They made up their mind before I explain. Well, because you asked so nice, I guess I'll tell. Ain't been feeling too hot lately, Jim. Is there anything else? Great, cause lately every day I feel like I'm living in hell. I'm glad the music helps you, but I might really kill myself. When this magazine gets printed, can you send one to my house? I'd like to own a tiny piece of me like everybody else. Don't watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
Okay, they got Dave MacDonald on this too. It's good production. Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff and true stuff, man. You know, and you know, a lot of these artists use music as kind of like an what do you want to call it? like a release of these emotions. But you know, if anything, if we can take anything from this, is that, you know, Tom MacDonald is human just like the rest of us, and it's probably about time that we stop putting them on like super high pedestals and just realize, you know, like maybe if we seen them in the mall or something like that, hey, what's up? You know, like you would do any other random person or random stranger, they might like that. That might be the best gift that you could probably give them, right? Is just ignore them. As rude, as cruel as that sounds, I'm pretty sure he gets enough praise. Like he said, through his apps that he tried to delete and everything, but he feel alone. Probably gets enough praise, more than he could possibly handle. Like I said, he wants to get out, do stuff like a normal person, but he can't because it's too busy people. Tom MacDonald and everything. So I can tell you without a fact that I have met a lot of celebrities. I've met quite a few celebrities in my life, and I already kind of knew about the whole privacy thing. I just say, hey, what's up? And then I just leave them alone. What's up? I imagine they busy. They probably got a lot on their plate, more than I can imagine. I would instruct you guys to kind of do the same. And also take this song and just kind of think about it every now and then when you're listening to Tom MacDonald. And, you know, just treat him like a human being, right? So, good song, Tom. I'm glad you decided to be a little bit more real and emotional, letting us know how you feel, right? Because that disconnect that can happen with people who was like super famous and everything. People just think that you can't do nothing wrong and that you're just this perfect being. There's people out there that think that, but that is far from the truth. Very far. Anyways, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.